Welcome back to the channel. I'm Peter Mokray, Dallas-based DP, photographer, gaffer with a 1-ton grip van full of aperture lighting, and I am available for hire. In today's video, we break down the lighting and accessories used for a seamless background direct-to-camera interview inside of a hotel conference room, utilizing a pre-production lighting diagram to speed things up on set and showing you sample footage with a false color LUT applied. This was one of those dreaded hotel conference room setups. Ugly carpet, ugly walls, just blah. The client wanted a seamless white background. I was actually hired by Joey, who was the DP. I came in as the gaffer. Kyle was the sound guy, and then Cody was a cam op and swing because he helped us set up and tear down, but he was capturing B-roll for the event. We set this up and we just cranked out a ton of interviews in this small space throughout the whole day. Kyle, our sound guy, was able to sit in so we could tweak the lighting and also get some sample footage for this YouTube video. Let's start with the hair light. We have an Amaran 300C with a Spotlight SE shooting into CRLS Lightbridge 50 number 4 diffusion. And that's creating our hair light, and this is what it looked like with just the hair light on. Then we have our fill light, which is a Nova 300C going into a 40 by 40 floppy ultra bounce, and that's our fill light. So this is our hair light and our fill light in this shot. Then we go for our key light, which we used an 8x8 diffusion magic cloth, and we had an Aputure 600X Pro with an Aputure f12 Fresnel shooting straight into the magic cloth. And magic cloth is a thicker material than grid, so it helps diffuse and spread the light really well. And this is what it looked like with all three: hair light, fill light, and the key light on. We used two Aputure 600D Pros with Aputure f12 Fresnels for the background to brighten it up. So this is the hair light, key light, fill light, and background light all on at the same time. This is our finished look. There's still some tweaks we did once someone sat in the chair. And here's a look of the whole setup with the key light, the fill light, hair light, and background light all on at the same time. Let's take a look at where the light is hitting with the false color LUT applied. This is with the hair light, and then we added the fill light. Then we go in with the key light, and next we're going to fire up those background lights. So we had one background light fire up, and then the next background light fires up. On the left side, there's a Rec 709 applied to the red footage. And then on the right side, we have the false color Atomos LUT that I've used in previous videos, so you can see where the light lands and where we are for levels. Now let's take a look at the footage with no overlay. So we have the hair light on. Then we fire on the fill light. And then we have the key light, which is the 8x magic cloth, fired up. We turn one of the background lights on, and the second background light on. Do you think this looks better than the book lights that I do? It's one less rag to hang up. For this shoot, I used my color meter to make sure that we were getting close and in the range of light to make everything match pretty well, because sometimes when you use diffusion, you can have the light kind of shift a little and get warmer or cooler depending on what you're using. So if you're using a magic cloth versus a grid versus bleached muslin or regular muslin, the ultra bounce will give a different look. So we kind of wanted to be in the same range. It wasn't precise, perfect, but we wanted to be close. So right there is the actual CRLS reflector, and we're actually going to go into that now. So this is a diffusion number 4 for the CRLS Lightbridge system. We have the Amaran 300C with a Spotlight SE creating the hair light, and you'll see I actually put my hand up to kind of see if I'm actually getting light off of it. And the reason we went with this system is we originally had it down for a tube light, But Joey brought out his kit. Surprisingly, guys, this is all of Joey's gear. None of it is mine. The color meter was mine. That's pretty much what I brought, and then my BTS gear. So this is all his equipment. And with that hair light, we were able to boom it out without it being heavy and overhead and a risk of falling or hurting someone. So Joey reached out to me before this shoot and said, hey, this is what we have going on. He sent me a PDF of the lighting diagram that he came up with, and he ran it through an app. And it was really cool because he was actually able to set up his lights, see what it would look like on the subject, and we're able to use that information on the shoot day. I don't know if he used it to show the client, but he probably did. But for me, I had a diagram on where to place every single light and where he wanted it to get the look that he wanted. This gives us a general idea, and then we just hone in and fine tune it. Made it so simple because anyone that was helping me that day, I handed them the iPad and said, hey, this is where we're setting stuff up. It was perfect for that. So we also had a new camera on set that not everyone sees too often, the Red Komodo X, and we had a Sigma Cine 50 to 100 T2 on there. What was also cool is we had a system that's similar to what other people have known as an eye direct. So when you're looking straight down the lens of the camera, you could actually see the person that's interviewing you. You could see Joey is offset on the camera, but the mirrors allow him to look like he's right there in front of the person that he's interviewing. So that made it really cool. So did you like the look of the key light with the magic cloth and the 600X getting shot through an f12 for now? Or are the book lights the way to go that I've shown in other videos recently? Which side are you on? Do they look the same, or do they have a totally different look on them? Let's go ahead and take a look at all the carts and gear that Joey brought for this shoot. Just arrived on location. Joey unloaded his carts from his van. We have our grip cart here. These carts were inspired by my cart designs. He did his own little flair to them. So he has C-stands and rolling combo stands there. We have stingers here. Looks like he has Sido crates, Sido crates, holding miscellaneous things. His tubes are up top. On here, looks like a road flag kit possibly up top. And then we have our cutters, flags, floppies here. And let's see if I can squeeze in over there. Ugh. Got gobos here for C-stands. And then we have the lights themselves right here. We have a 600D, 600D. Oh, these guys are awesome. The light bridge system. It's got reflectors. And then here's his camera cart, which is awesome. We've got an Innovative, and he's got tripods. He's got another 600X. And then he has a red right here. So he's got it set up and mounted, ready to go. Got a VCT plate, looks like small rig setup. And then a Sigma 18 to 35 rigged out. Looks like he has some miscellaneous items here. Looks like camera assistant stuff. So yeah, he has a 3-cart setup that rolls into his van. It's cool to see how other people do their setups, what they have. We got a seamless for today. It's looking good. Apple box. If you enjoy this content, check out some of these other videos right here or here. Thanks so much for watching.